I'm going to be showing you guys each and every secret location and quest inside of the Forge in Roblox. These quests give you guys a bunch of money, XP, and sometimes even just cool rewards. So make sure you guys watch this video all the way to the end just so you guys go ahead and know every single one of these secrets. And as always, drop a like and subscribe if you learned something new today. Anyways, let's get straight into this. So for the first secret, we're going to go ahead and head back to Island 1. And here on Island 1, we're going to go ahead and talk to this NPC. Most of you have probably talked to this guy already, but this is going to be Bard, and he's going to give you guys a quest to get his lost guitar back. So go ahead and accept this quest. Obviously, I've already done this quest, but go ahead and accept it. And once you guys go ahead and accept this quest, you simply want to go back into the cave right here. And once you guys go inside of the cave, you want to go ahead and take a left. And it's actually not too far. In fact, it is literally right here. So once you guys go ahead and jump into this little bush, you are going to be teleported inside of the secret cave. It's literally called a secret cave here. So yeah, this is going to give you guys some XP and possibly even level you up if you are a low enough level. But his guitar is going to be somewhere right over here, so you want to go ahead and pick it up. There's also an NPC here. You can go ahead and speak to him. It absolutely does nothing, but you can go ahead and go through all of his dialogues if you want. But once you guys have done that, you simply want to take the guitar back over to Bard, and then obviously go ahead and give the guitar to Bard right over here. Once you do this, you are actually going to get yourself a secret key. And don't worry, I'm going to show you guys exactly what that key is useful for, because we're going to pick up that key and go back into the cave. This time though, instead of going left like we did last time, we're going to go ahead and take a hard right and go down into this section of the cave. And once you guys go down into this section of the cave, you once again want to go ahead and take a right. I believe it is right here. Right, yeah, you want to go through this little gate right here. Now this is going to be locked, so you want to go ahead and open the gate right here. And once you guys open the gate, you are going to be able to go ahead and get yourself one of the best pickaxes in the entire game, which is going to be the arcane pickaxe. Obviously, if you are doing this quest as a new player, you won't be able to afford this, but late game you is going to thank you for unlocking this. So yeah, pretty cool Easter egg here. These are the stats of the pickaxe, if you guys were wondering, by the way. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next secret. Okay, so for the second quest, we gotta go ahead and pull out our portal and go back to Island 2. This second quest is gonna be one of the most secretive quests I've ever seen. I guarantee you 90% of the people watching this video have probably never heard of this quest or even done it. But instead of going that way, you actually want to whip a U-turn and go this way, and you want to head over to this island right over here. So go ahead and make your way over to this island, and once you do, as you guys can see, there is going to be a name tag for something called a monkey. So go ahead and speak to monkey right here, and he's basically going to give you guys a quest to fetch him bananas. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now you might be wondering, there is no bananas in the forge. How the hell am I supposed to get that? Well, no, you're wrong. There is bananas in the game, and it's gonna be this bananite ore that you can get inside of the Iron Valley. Now most of you have probably seen this bananite ore if you have made it to Island 2, but if for some reason you do not know what this ore is, first things first, you need to get back to Island 1. Next, you want to go ahead and follow exactly where I go. This is not a difficult ore to get by any means, by the way. This is really easy to get, but you want to head back inside of the cave right here, and yeah, you just want to start mining. Now you won't get the ore from the pebbles, I believe, but you do get it from everything else that spawns here. So simply just go ahead and mine a bunch of these rocks, and eventually you should be able to get yourself some bananite. It is, again, very easy to get, but yeah, you just want to simply go ahead and mine a bunch of these rocks, and eventually you should get at least one of these. So the monkey is going to keep on asking you to get more and more bananite every single time. Oh, there you go, I just got some right there. So yeah, it's not hard to get at all, guys. It is very easy to get. So yeah, this is a pretty cool quest. I believe it gives you a lot of money for doing, so if you are a early game player, I highly recommend you guys to actually do this quest. Okay, so moving on, we are back in Island 2 because this is where the next secret is going to be. So most of you have probably explored the entire island and have probably never visited this part of the island. I know I just never do. But did you know there is actually a secret goblin camp right here? No, don't worry, this is not the secret, but if you go ahead and go over these guys, you're gonna find an NPC called the Goblin King. Now this guy has a set of quests. I believe it is something like 5 quests. Plus you have to go ahead and pay about 70,000 coins. Okay, here we go. I just found it. So he gives you the Goblin King quest, which will unlock the Goblin Cave when completed. Just keep your money on you because it is quite expensive. So yeah, it's gonna take you guys 70,000 coins to actually complete this entire quest. I haven't done it yet, so I'm not really sure exactly what to do, but once you guys go ahead and complete this quest, guys, you are gonna get a key, and this key is gonna unlock this secret room right right here. And this secret room takes you guys to a secret cave with a bunch of crystals and whatnot. Now, this isn't really a OP mining spot or something where you get a bunch of money for mining or something, but nonetheless, it is a pretty cool secret that not a lot of people know. So yeah, if you guys want to waste your time doing this guy's quest to unlock a secret area, feel free to do so. Once again, just keep in mind there is no point to doing this. You're just gonna lose a bunch of money, so do this only if you're bored. There is no incentive to doing this. You're not gonna get any sort of reward except for that secret cave. That's it. Okay, next up is not really a secret quest. It's something you get out of doing a quest, and not a lot of people actually know about this, but there is currently 2 NPCs in the game that basically give you guys free race rerolls for completing their quests. Yeah, that's right. You can get free race rerolls for completely free. God, how many times am I going to say free? But the point is, there is 2 NPCs, and the first NPC is going to be here in the second sea. Oh, sorry, the second island, and this is going to be Sensei Moro. Once you go ahead and complete each and every one of Sensei Moro's quests, you are going to get 5 race rerolls for completely free. Now, that does not sound like a lot, especially if you've been using codes, but hey, it's free race rerolls. They cost like 30 Robux each, so it's honestly not a bad deal. So yeah, if you guys are almost done with his quests or something, go ahead and complete them, because yeah, you're gonna get yourself free race rerolls. Now, as I mentioned before, there is another NPC that gives you guys another 5 race rerolls for completely free. Now, this guy is gonna be located all the way up in the cave, so let's go up there. And this NPC is going to be Captain Rowan. As you guys know, this guy gives you some pretty crazy quests right here. So yeah, you want to go ahead and complete all of his quests, and you're gonna get yourself a bunch of race rerolls. You get 5, so 10 in total from both NPCs. So once again, if you guys need some race rerolls, this is one way to get them. Obviously, using codes is much simpler and much faster, but if you guys are almost done with the quests, or if you guys want to complete every single quest in the game, this is, I guess, something you should add in your bucket list. Anyways, since we are talking about NPCs, this guy right over here, it gives you daily quests every single day. And I believe his quest gives you like 10,000 coins for completing them. Now, these quests are not easy for someone who is new to the game or even in the mid part of the game. So unless you guys have actually completed the game, you know, have the best pickaxe and the best armor, the best weapon, I wouldn't really recommend doing these, but you can do them every single day to get yourself a bunch of free money. And yeah, again, if you guys are an endgame player, doing the quests is not going to be that hard, and the money is actually quite significant. So yeah, that is one of the NPCs that gives you daily quests, and the other NPC is going to be right inside of this cave, and this is going to be Amber right next to the magma pickaxe. And yeah, Amber is another NPC that gives you guys daily quests, so yeah, make sure you guys log in and actually do her quests every single day. Right, since we are next to Amber right here, if you go ahead and look right here, there is another secret. Now, this is not the secret I'm going to show you guys, don't worry, most of you probably already know about this, but you're going to have to mine out this rock and or get, you know, someone else to mine out the rock for you and then dash into this place. And this is basically the volcano place. Once again, most of you probably already know about this, so yeah, I'm not really going to showcase this, but if you make your way over to this side right here, okay, sorry, I got a little confused, but you got to go right from when you come in, and then you want to go right over here, and you're going to see a door right there. I might die here because I'm really not prepared for this place, but check this out, guys. There is a door right over here. Now, to go inside of this room, you are going to need the demon race. If you guys don't know what the demon race is, this is the rarest race in the entire game with a 0.5% chance to actually get it. So you got to be extremely lucky to even get this race, but once you have this race, you will be able to make your way inside of it. So yeah, I can't really find it here in the index either, so this is a extremely secretive place. But if you guys have the demon race, go ahead and try entering that door. I believe you have to dash through it. The door doesn't just open, by the way, so correct me if I'm wrong, but you have to dash through it with the demon race, and it does take a couple of tries. So yeah, do try that out, guys, and let me know in the comments down below if it actually works. With that being said, let's move on to the next one. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention is this is where you're going to be able to get the best pickaxe in the game, or the most expensive pickaxe in the game, which is the demonic pickaxe. In my opinion, guys, something like the arcane pickaxe is much better than the demonic pickaxe, or at least good enough. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this pickaxe in the comments down below, but you get it inside of that secret cave I just showed you. Right, so moving on to our next secret. This one is actually kind of funny, but for this, we're gonna have to make our way back over to island number 1. Once you guys make it here, you want to go ahead and make your way over to this part of the island right here, right next to the cave. In fact, you want to head over to this house right here. Now, for this, I recommend not using dwarf, because it is going to make things a little bit difficult. So if you are using dwarf like me, go ahead and change into a different race, I guess. All right, there you go. This should be a little bit better, but you want to go ahead and stand on top of this particular barrel right here, and then you want to jump and press Q at the same time, or dash at the same time. And you kind of want to time your jump so you enter this little triangle right here. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but I might be a little bit too big actually. But yeah, this is kind of annoying to do. I guess I'm a little too big. Let me actually try this out with Dwarf actually. Okay, I'm sorry for making fun of Dwarf. It actually made things a whole lot easier. So yeah, using Dwarf is actually way better. But instead what you want to do is jump from this little cliff right here. So you want to jump from right here and go right there while dashing. Hope that makes sense. But once you guys are in here, as you guys can see, there is a secret little cave which you can go down. So let's go ahead and jump down this, and there is lucky blocks, and you actually get a achievement for even being here. Now you want to have a really good pickaxe because this is extremely difficult to mine. And yeah, as you guys can see, this thing has 10,000 HP, so give me a second. Okay, so that took forever, but once you go ahead and mine all of it, inside your inventory you're gonna see something called Fishalium. This thing has a 0 multiplier, and it is a 1 of 1 because you can only obtain this from the lucky block. Now I know what you're wondering, what happens if you melt it? So let's go ahead and try and forge this thing and see if it actually does anything. All right, there you go. I went ahead and put it with my cobalt right there. Let's see if it actually does something. I actually can forge it. Right, here we go. Let's see if it actually gives some special effects or something. And as you guys can see, it does absolutely nothing. Maybe it made the value a little bit more. I don't think so, but yeah, there you go. That's Fishalium for you guys. That's every single secret I could find inside of the forge. If you guys know any more secrets, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Since you did, might as well hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to be making a lot more of the forge videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.